Today we're gonna make chess in Scratch 2. I know Scratch 2 is pretty outdated. Who knows, maybe by the time you're watching it, it's Scratch 4. But I decided to do it on Scratch 2 because I had it. Pretty much the difference between Scratch 2 and 3 is they're just the same. And I don't bother downloading Scratch 3 because I have 2. So they're gonna be the same, so yeah. Besides the screen being on the left side instead of the right. So without further ado, let's start. First we'll delete this guy. Wait. Alright, so we make the board. So yeah, I'm just gonna design the board. Yeah, it's mostly optional. One thing I want to say is that you know the square you're gonna make? Like I recommend making it in the corner and stretching it at a certain length. Basically, let me show you the length of the square. It has to be like exactly. It has to be exactly. It has to be exactly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. It has to be a 15 by 15. You know these small squares have to be exactly 15 by 15 in order this to work. Alright. Another thing I want to point out is that, you know, the squares have to be a little bit precise because precision is everything. So I'm just gonna go here. Basically, you have to be very precise, extremely precise to the level. Yep, extremely precisely, like very precisely. Oh wait. So yeah, you basically gotta be extremely, you know, exact about everything. Yeah, basically. I know I'm going a little bit overboard, but still. Because so the pawn moves and chess moves get more accurate. So I personally recommend be as precise as possible. So right now I'm just gonna do basic stuff. So you can just skip it or do your own style. I see the square should be this big. So I think it's good enough. Anyways, so yeah. So basically I just showed you the montage for the most of the part. So you can guys have a rough idea about the making of. So basically I made all the pieces. And to make sure, for example, they would stick in place, to make sure that, they would stick in place, I have this. They're all situated in their own unique position. So I'm just gonna show you all of that so you guys can copy it. Now you guys could notice a pattern that it increases by 60 as it goes left. So yeah, with all of that 32 pieces makes this board. So if I move this like here, I basically scramble everything like that and that. Yeah. And you can use it to move the pieces like the horse here. Yeah, that's all. But there's something else I want to say. The entire tutorial isn't done. As you can see here, the board is a little bit more different. They're not exact squares because the entire canvas is not a pure square. So this was the original square. As you could see, there's more, but it can only fit with pure squares of 4 by 6. So I basically decided to shrink it. So yeah. So that's how I made the board. So I still recommend you make a precise 8 by 8, and then like I did, shorten it a bit, but more precisely. So then each square then coordinately would be. So yeah, after justification, the center should be in the center. Oh my God. Alright. So this should be the center, and when you move left or right, it'll increase and decrease by 60 in the x coordinate, and by the y coordinate it should increase by 45. Yeah, it should increase by 45 basically when it moves up. So that's another thing you have to take note of when you're making about the production of this board. It'll be useful later, but yeah. So yeah, that's chess. Oh, but there's one thing you can see in the script besides the positioning, it has literally no program. So in the next part, we'll do the programming so that you can, move your pieces without cheating, like instead of moving the horse here, you can just move all over here and kill the queen. Hell, even take the, I don't know, king, so checkmate. But what I'm saying is that, like, I make an actual program so you're restricted to do what you're supposed to do. And to be more interesting, if I'm able to make it, you'll be playing as white and black will be the AI. But the AI is of course pretty dumb. But nevertheless, it's an AI. At least it'll know something, because if the other player would control the other piece, then why not just go and play regular chess, instead of making it here? There's no difference. So we need to have something like AI. So yeah, see you then in part 2.